Have you ever wondered why some negotiators always get what they want without being pushy, loud, or aggressive? It's not about arguing harder or being more persuasive. It's about subtle psychology. Today, we'll reveal a secret called the Rule of Three, a technique so simple yet so powerful it can instantly boost your influence, both in negotiations and everyday interactions. By the end, you'll know exactly how to plant ideas, guide decisions, and get people to say yes, naturally. The rule of three is simple. People are far more likely to agree to something after hearing it 3 times, framed in slightly different ways. It's not mindless repetition, it's strategic reinforcement. Think of it like seasoning a dish. 1 sprinkle doesn't do much, 2 is noticeable, 3 makes it unforgettable. Top negotiators know that humans respond to patterns. 3 exposures make ideas familiar, trustworthy, and persuasive without feeling pushy. Why 3? Because psychology loves patterns. 1, often forgotten. 2, noticeable but still easy to ignore. 3, memorable, persuasive, and creates subconscious familiarity. It's also about cognitive comfort. 3 points give the brain enough information to accept an idea without overthinking it. Even advertisers, storytellers, and leaders use this principle. Slogans, and campaigns almost always repeat in 3s for maximum impact. The first time you present your idea, keep it clear and simple. Example, you want a bigger project budget. This project can generate $50,000 in revenue. At this stage, the goal isn't persuasion, it's clarity. Your listener must fully understand your key point. Tip: speak slowly and confidently. Avoid over-explaining. Let the first exposure land naturally. The second exposure is where you frame it differently or show additional benefits. Example, continuation. It will also save 200 hours of work, improving overall efficiency. Now your idea isn't just a number, it's benefit-driven. People start seeing value, not just the request. Tip: use contrast. Show how it's better than the alternative. This deepens understanding and builds alignment. The third exposure seals the deal using evidence, examples, or stories. Teams who used this approach in previous projects increased profits by 30%. Stories are memorable because the brain processes them emotionally. Combining logic and narrative makes your idea feel inevitable, natural, and trustworthy. Tip: keep it short, relevant, and vivid. Details stick in memory. The magic happens in the details. Slightly change your wording each time. Add different perspectives or examples. Space your points naturally in the conversation, not all at once. If done right, it feels like a discussion, not pressure. Example, in a team meeting, instead of hammering your idea, sprinkle it in a conversation, first in data, then in benefits, then in a relatable story. Pair the rule of 3 with strategic questions to amplify influence. Instead of saying, "You should approve this budget," try 1. How could this budget help us reach our goals? 2. What impact do you think it would have on efficiency? 3. How have similar approaches worked for other teams? Questions make the listener think and engage while you subtly guide the outcome. Tip: use open-ended questions to uncover hidden objections. The rule of 3 works best with emotional control. Stay calm, avoid ego-driven reactions. Watch for non-verbal cues, hesitation, tone, body language. Adjust your delivery based on how the other person is responding. Example, if they seem hesitant, pause and repeat subtly with a new angle. Never push aggressively. Influence thrives on subtlety. This technique isn't just for business deals. Presentations make key points stick. Emails increase response rates by reinforcing requests 3 ways. Leadership: repeat the vision or goal 3 times for better buy-in. Parenting or coaching: reinforce lessons or guidance effectively. It's a universal tool for influence and persuasion. Overdoing it more than 3 times feels pushy. Being too rigid, the 3 points must differ slightly. bad timing. Cramming 3 points loses impact. Remember, subtle guidance beats force. The goal is to lead the listener naturally, not pressure them. The more you use this technique, the more natural it becomes. Start with low-stakes conversations. Observe reactions to each exposure. Adjust wording, tone, and spacing for maximum impact. Negotiation mastery isn't about one perfect deal. It's about consistent improvement over time. Objections are inevitable in any negotiation. The rule of 3 can turn resistance into agreement. Instead of immediately defending your point, use 3 gentle exposures to address their concerns. 1. Restate your solution clearly. 2. Highlight a benefit that directly counters their objection. 3. Share a story, example, or data point that proves your approach works. Example: objection: the budget is too high. 1. This budget will generate $50,000 in revenue. 2. It also saves 200 hours of work. 3. Similar projects in other departments increased profits by 30%. By the third exposure, the objection loses its weight and your idea feels natural. Influence is even stronger when paired with authority and social proof. Mention expert opinions, credible sources, or industry standards. Share stories of peers or teams who benefited from your proposal. Repeat these points subtly in 3 variations for maximum impact. Example: 1. According to industry research, this method increases efficiency by 25%. 2. Our competitors who implemented it saw similar results. 3. Even our internal teams using this approach achieved remarkable gains. Combining the rule of 3 with credibility makes your argument irresistible without pressure. Deliver negotiations don't dominate conversations. They guide them. They understand that influence isn't about pushing, it's about planting ideas so the other person feels ownership over the decision. One powerful technique is the rule of 3. Present your key point 3 times, each slightly different in phrasing or perspective. The first time, introduce the idea subtly. The second time, reinforce it with evidence or an example. The third time, connect it emotionally. Show the benefit or the why behind it. Repetition in this way isn't nagging, it's building familiarity and comfort. People begin to internalize the idea without feeling pressured. Combine this with emotional awareness. Notice their reactions, pauses, and body language. Adjust your tone, pace, and phrasing to match their state. Subtle empathy makes the influence seamless. Remember, the most effective persuasion happens quietly. By biding with subtlety, reinforcing through repetition, and tuning into emotions, you allow the other person to feel the decision was entirely their own. Influence becomes effortless, not forced. And when done ethically, it builds trust, respect, and long-term relationships, not just temporary wins.